Guys, what the f is the world coming to? How did we ever let this happen? Murder? It's ma'am. Shoot you with a fucking shotgun. Jesus Christ.
He broke into the house. He's dead.
Body on the bathroom floor.
I should have told her I love her. It's okay. I'll never get to.
Jesus.
Like a little bad dream, but I can't wake up.
A frantic teenager calls 911 after surviving a violent home invasion that leaves 2 people dead. But suspicious evidence at the scene raises chilling questions, forcing investigators to consider an unthinkable suspect.
Oh, sorry, I did it. My bad.
The following is based on official police records, and some of the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law.
Man, I would have never guessed that someone justified cutting off their own penis so that way they could pretend to be another gender is mentally insane. I'm shocked. Wow, bro, that's crazy. I can't believe it.
Just after midnight on July 7th, 2024, dispatchers in Palm Bay, Florida answer a desperate call to 911.
911, what's the location of the emergency? Hello? Okay. Okay, what's going on?
Oh, God. So, basically, I was home alone, and this guy, he broke into the house. I grabbed the phone, so I...
Do you know who the man is?
No, I don't know who it was.
Is he still in there?
I don't think so. I hid in my room for like a really long time. I don't even know how long it's been.
The caller, later identified as 16-year-old Julia Grace Egler, explains that the intruder broke in through the sliding glass door in the back of the house.
I bet you, and I'm assuming that's the teen that killed their own mother. So they killed their own mother and then called the cops to try to get away with it. Holy fuck. This is about to be a disgusting video.
I don't think the door was locked, but I don't think he knew that there was a hammer by the back window.
Was it your hammer, or did they bring it with them?
It was just the house hammer. It was just by the back sink. They stuck it down, they grabbed it and broke in the window. Because
they broke the window with a hammer that you already had in your yard?
Yeah, with the glass.
Okay, take a deep breath. You haven't heard them in a while, right?
So,
was there only one person that you saw?
That I saw, yeah. There was one person.
Okay, and where are you in the house right now?
I'm just in the living room.
Okay, we already have help on the way, so just take a deep breath, okay? Did they try to make contact with you?
No, because the only thing I was able to grab in time were the dogs, because I wanted them with me. Okay. I didn't want whoever it was to kill them, obviously.
Is there anyone else at home with you?
Not anymore.
Were you expecting anyone to come home?
My mom and her boyfriend were out getting, they were buying a bed frame for her bed, so they were out buying stuff, and it's just me home alone.
Oh man, I know this is really scary. But your mom and her boyfriend should be on their way home?
No,
Okay, take a deep breath. We have officers that are going to be coming into the area really soon, and I'm going to stay on the phone with you just in case, okay?
With officers on their way, the dispatcher takes steps to ensure the home is safe for them to enter. But a simple question changes everything in an instant.
Do you still have your dogs with you?
They're just still in my room. I didn't let them out because I didn't want them getting blood all over their paws.
Right. Did you say blood all over their paws?
Yeah, because...
Is there blood inside your house?
Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
Whose blood is it? Is it your blood or is it the person who broke in blood? Are you injured?
Oh, I'm fine.
You're fine?
No,
so
I'm fine.
It's the person who broke in. It's their blood? Where is it at?
No, I don't know if it's their blood or not, but I don't think it's theirs. It's my mom. From what I heard when I was hiding in my room, I could have warned her. It's all my fault.
Jesus.
If I had been able to grab the phone, then...
No, nothing is your fault. If someone broke into your house, nothing is your fault. Now, I just want to confirm, do you know if anyone is hurt at your house?
Officers with the Palm Bay Police Department arrive and greet Julia at the door, seemingly unaware of the grim scene waiting on the other side.
Hello. How you doing? What's going on? Why is there blood on the floor?
Because they're...
Huh? What? Are you okay?
Oh my God, bro. If this is them acting right after they murdered their mother and their fucking boyfriend for just misgendering them, bro, we need to lock these people up in fucking asylums, bro.
Okay, are you bleeding?
No.
Who's bleeding?
I'm
Come outside. What is going on?
And they're wearing, oh my God, they're wearing a My Hero Academia Todoroki sweater. Bro, I'm telling you, these anime communities, these gacha communities, these gaming communities, so many of them are indoctrinating your fucking children into being trans. Because these fucking losers who can't make it in real life say, oh, I know why I'm a loser because I was just the wrong gender. I know. I'm going to go chop my penis off right now. I'm going to go equip a new penis right now. I mean, dude, you really can't see a more clear-cut example of what these people are doing to your children. I don't know how a parent feels safe letting your kids be on the internet when these psychos want to brainwash you with the same debuffs they have on themselves.
Why is that door smashed?
So uncanny.
252, can we have medical respond? We have blood on the floor.
Who's bleeding? Where's your mom? Stay here. Hey, hang on. It was 10:33. Somebody stay out here. You ready? I got doors to the right.
I'm surprised that she didn't shoot the fucking cop for misgendering them. I don't know. I'm like, are they a girl or a guy? Who knows? Here's the thing. If you want to be called a guy, just look like a guy. If you want to be a girl, then look like a girl. But I'm sorry. It's always these fat, disgusting freaks with the big beer bellies and the beards who go into the women's bathroom to jerk off and say, actually, it's ma'am. And then these cater to them because they know they're psychotic.
Got a body.
You okay?
I don't know. I mean, physically, I guess, but...
God, it's such porn acting, bro.
Please help me.
Got a body on the bathroom floor.
Julia's mother, 38-year-old Kelly McCullum, and Kelly's boyfriend, 22-year-old Matthew Zenord, are
Holy cougar, 38 and 22? God damn, girl. Jesus.
found inside, both appearing to have suffered multiple gunshot wounds.
Jesus.
A large chef's knife with presumed blood on the blade sits on the bathroom counter, consistent with the multiple stab wounds on Matthew's body.
Stabbed and shot? Bro, execute this immediately.
Both victims are beyond any hope of saving.
Sorry, guys, I'm sorry. If I had just grabbed the phone. I just grabbed the phone.
If you just grab the phone in time? Are you hurt anyway?
No.
The demons inside of me, they're taking over. Sasuke-kun, I need you to help me. God, bro, the worst anime porn acting I've ever seen. You can tell this person's entire social demeanor and the way they've learned how to interact socially is all off of anime and video games, bro. This is so cringe. Holy, I hope to God this person is in jail. Or even better, I hope they're dead.
Are there any arguments or anything tonight?
Between who?
Page 2.
Me and my mom's arguing a lot.
You have
I should have told her I loved her.
want to get started?
I should have told her I loved her.
Hey, it's okay.
I'll never get to.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Please forgive me.
Officers ask Julia if there are other family members who can be contacted, but the teen's only immediate relatives are a father and brother living out of state.
I'm sorry.
I don't blame him for getting the fuck out of there.
I'm so much. It's not a very manly thing to do.
I don't apologize for having feelings. It's okay.
Wait, what did they just say?
I don't apologize.
State.
I'm sorry. I'm so much. It's not a very manly thing to do.
Oh, she's trying to say, actually, I'm a man, because they keep on calling her the daughter. And she's that mentally deranged that she's trying to signal that actually I'm a boy. Oh my God. This motherfucker is insane. Holy
You need to throw up?
shit.
Throw up, okay?
Nobody's gonna judge you for that, right?
Is it a guy or a woman? It's a girl pretending to be a guy.
There's absolutely no judgment here. Just love, okay?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she's sobbing. I should have said I love you more. She knows her mom's dead already. She said that they got into a fight tonight.
Nicole's talking to her, so I'll just calm her down a bit.
So,
Julia is moved farther down the driveway, kept out of earshot as officers discuss the details with a sergeant who has just arrived on scene.
kitchen floor.
Oh, signal 7. I thought they said 6-7. Sorry.
And also a butcher knife in there. Outside the back door, there's a an axe with a sledgehammer.
Okay.
Where he busted the door in.
Okay.
There's shells, not spent, but there's rounds outside the back door, which look like the same ones that are in the bathroom.
Okay.
There's like 3 or 4 empty shell casings in the bathroom.
Okay.
The sergeant relays this information to an arriving detective, along with a harrowing theory.
Shell casings are by him. Looks like murder suicide. You can see where he busted in through the screen door in the back.
Yeah, some axe back there on the floor.
There's in the yeah, she's the daughter.
She's the daughter.
Female, but not the male. I don't believe so.
I don't know.
And there is history of DV.
Yeah, I guess there's history out here.
Just curious, when was our last call out here? I can go check the history.
We had a signal late
I'll
here
ask.
a couple weeks ago. She was signal late a couple weeks ago.
116 Monday.
3 months earlier, on April 8, 2024, officers had been called to the home for a domestic dispute between Kelly and Julia.
Jesus.
Footage obtained from this incident reveals a troubling history between them.
So my daughter, I'm having a hard time with my teenage daughter.
Yep.
Really hard time. She's been vaporized twice in the last month. She took beers and would not give them back. I said, no. She would not give them back. She started to drink. I have her phone.
Yep.
She's obsessed about. And
she's punished.
when she was drinking alcohol, I took the phone. She's like, give it back. She barricades her room. Won't let me out of her room. I said, let me out of your room. On the thing, she grabs this off of me very fast, starts to run towards the door. I didn't want to touch her, so I grabbed the back of the hoodie. Again, he's a witness. I'll have like on front. I grabbed the hoodie, and she fell on her butt. And she goes, you choked me. And I said, I didn't mean to choke you. I'm sorry. I grabbed the hoodie because you were running out the door, didn't know where you're going, with the cell phone.
Kelly explained that Julia went into the bathroom and locked the door. The officers went inside to ensure Julia's safety.
You haven't made any kind of statements tonight wanting to hurt your mom, or I guess you guys got into an altercation. And were you drinking beer?
I don't think so. No.
You don't think so?
No.
Yes or no?
No, it's a no. I'm just an ugly crier, so that's probably why my face looks red or whatever.
Well, no, she said that you, I guess, possibly grabbed a beer out of the fridge.
I think I just grabbed it to just be annoy her or something.
Look at me kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've done that.
After ensuring Julia was okay and unharmed, the officer expressed his concerns, bringing up another past incident.
We just don't want it to escalate to the point where we start making irrational statements or actions towards ourselves or someone else, right? Because obviously that's when we get called.
And that's the worst because their parents are divorced, and I'm not gonna lie, guys. When people want to say, "Oh, it's the blacks, it's the Asians, it's the Mexicans," they don't say the Asians, but they want to say they blame the blacks, they blame the Mexicans for kids being fucked up. It's not. The main reason that causes children to be fucked up is not having a father and mother figure. It's very, very, very difficult, right? If you only have a mother figure, you're usually going to end up being over emotional. If you only have a father figure, you're usually going to end up being a little bit more logical and emotionless. So for example, because I didn't really have a mother figure, I have a hard time comprehending emotions. It's hard. I get why people feel that way, but some things that are small, I don't understand why people have such big reactions. So for example, right? This happened a couple months ago. Sophia dropped a cup, and she wasn't hurt, but she dropped a cup and it had a frog on it. And she cried for 30 minutes. And to me, I'm just like, bro, it's just a cup. We can go out and get a new one. It's all right. But she was really messed up about it. And I just had no understanding why. And then she was like, well, it's because that day was really nice. That was one of my favorite dates we ever went on. And we got that cup on that day. And it wasn't what the cup was. It's what the cup represented, which to her was a cherished memory that now she's worrying about forgetting because she lost the memento behind it. Right? And so I didn't even think of that for a second. And a lot of girls that are raised by women end up going transgender because they're told you can be anything you want to be. Do whatever you want. And they don't have that father figure to say, well, you can do everything you want within reason, right? You have to have that balance.
What happened last time that we came? You had to go to the hospital, huh?
Yeah.
According to police records, during the previous call, Julia was sent for a psychiatric evaluation after taking too much Tylenol.
If you're going through anything, I'd rather you talk than bottle it up. Because the moment you bottle it up, you're just going to keep piling stuff on. And it's just going to blow up, right? That's usually what happens. I don't want that to happen.
But now 3 months...
You cried again yesterday, pussy? I didn't cry. Anyways, your mom's bad, that guy. All right, cool, we're back.
Months later, a full-blown tragedy has just taken place, and detectives must work to figure out exactly what happened. Julia explains to a detective that it was still light outside when an intruder came to the back door. After seeing him, Julia claims to have grabbed the two dogs and fled to the bedroom.
I was in my room and it was so loud. It was so loud. And then
What was loud?
it was so quiet. The silence I heard.
What was...
The silence. The quiet. It was overwhelming. The demons in my mind. It was going to awaken my curse mark. Naruto-kun! It's literally someone trying to act like a badly dubbed anime character.
It's loud? Like yelling?
No, I think I heard gunshots.
Okay.
And when I heard those, I knew someone had died. I could feel it, you know? I don't know if that sounds stupid, but...
I could feel their chakras. Their power level was depleting. Please don't fall for this bitch's lie.
So how long ago did you hear these gunshots?
Like, hour-ish, maybe more. I couldn't tell how much time passed. It just felt like so long. The silence was so loud.
What did you see when you came out?
It's a mental. Just a mess. Her boyfriend came home and killed him.
Who killed them?
I don't know. I had just been braver, faster. I should still be here right now.
The detective learns that Julia spoke with Kelly via text while she and Matthew were out of the house. But after reading this conversation, something clearly doesn't add up.
You guys are having conversations, but you said it was light out when someone started breaking into the house. But these text conversations are happening at 9:15 p.m.
I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it was like sunset-ish. I don't know.
But the confusion doesn't end with Julia's unclear timeline. Inside the home, officers struggle to make sense of a crime scene that becomes more puzzling by the second.
So he must have been shooting as he came in. I think...
But the casings are in the bathroom.
Yeah, but there's a casing there's a...
Right.
He could pick the casings up. I think he was waiting for her. Her backpack's there, her shoes are off.
Right.
Like, she comes in, takes her shoes off, sets her backpack down. She's gonna have to be shot on that right-hand side. She walks in the door, and then he comes out. He's sitting
they're
over
figuring it
there.
out.
Yeah.
They say something.
While there are multiple shell casings and unspent rounds of ammunition throughout the house, there's no sign of a gun anywhere.
Is there guns inside the home?
Yeah, there was.
There was? Where did it go?
I don't know.
How do you know it's not there anymore?
I don't know. I went into my mom's room and before I called 911 because I wanted to see if he was still here or not.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, what did you do when you were in your mom's room?
She has this lockbox where she kept
Oh, man, bro, this officer is grilling that bitch. Get her ass. Get this tranny locked the fuck up, bro. Holy shit.
one of my things. So I looked in there to see if it's stolen any like electronics or anything, right? Because those are expensive. And I could see in the holster where the gun was. It was empty.
Along with the gun, Julia claims several boxes of ammunition were also missing from Kelly's room. The detective steps away momentarily, asking an officer to give Julia a pat down.
You're not in trouble or anything, but this is just for everybody. Nothing on you that's going to poke, stick, or stab me on. Are these your AirPods?
Afterward, the detective calls the officer away from Julia.
I'm sorry, you're asking for... No. Something actually photos or anything? Don't ask me questions. It's pretty sure.
Rather than confront Julia outright, the detective...
Damn, bro. Get that bitch on Among Us. They figured that shit out quick. God damn. God damn. Get that bitch.
Continues asking questions, searching for anything else that might confirm her suspicions.
Did you touch your mom?
I don't think so, no. I didn't want to touch their bodies. They were on the ground and stuff, and I didn't know if it would make things worse. I didn't know what it would do.
What do you mean by make things worse?
Well, I didn't know if, like, it would hurt, or if, like, if I was, I don't know, put her through more pain by, like, moving her, and I don't know.
Okay, was she breathing when you saw her?
I don't think so.
Did you check to see if she had a pulse or anything like that?
I didn't touch her, so no, but I did hear her breathing, and there was a big pool of blood, so I just assumed, yes.
So you just what?
Assumed, I guess.
Okay. Is that, you did the same thing with Matthew? Assume?
They're all bloody. I didn't want to get blood all over my hands, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just felt like if I did anything, it would make it worse.
Still, blood seems to have transferred onto Julia's shoes, as bloody footprints are discovered throughout the house.
No, that was not us, because we did not step in and broke.
These look like Converse. Yeah, those are, I think, daughter's shoes.
And the gun, have you ever touched it?
It's ma'am! That wasn't very manly for me to cry there. Oh, shit, bro. You about to get caught. She about to get caught.
A long time ago, my mom had me train with it in case someone broke in.
So you're familiar with gunsmen, how they work, how they shoot? Okay. Well, I know it's a lot for you to process. I know it's a lot going on right now for you. Obviously, we're going to do our absolute best to figure out what happened here. Because, you know, it's your mom, right? So we want justice for your mom and her boyfriend, figure out who did this and why. Does anybody come to mind?
My mom told me once that they were really into, like, drugs and stuff. I don't know if it was someone who had some kind of, like, grudge and came after them, or because this is just me, like, thinking out loud.
Yeah.
But they didn't really seem like they wanted me in particular.
Dude, you know what this seems like? Y'all play LA Noire? I need to finish that game. This feels like the level 1 guy that you go up against first to like learn the tutorial of the game to find like the obvious fucking lies. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the tutorial mod to teach you how to play the game, and they just put it against the worst liar of all time.
It was like, because if you think about it, if I know that there was a dog that was barking, and you don't like go into a room with a pit bull in it, that's obviously a dumb thing to do.
Like, do you think they knew you were there?
Well, I think they saw me, but I don't think they, I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to, I was mostly focusing on getting my dogs and me out of trouble, right? Because I've had them for years and love them with all my heart.
So why do you think it is that he didn't come after you?
The dogs.
By Julia's account, the killer smashed through the unlocked sliding glass door, took Kelly's gun and ammunition from her bedroom, waited for Kelly and Matthew to return home, shot them both, and fled, all while leaving behind a potential witness who could have identified him. It's a tall tale, but whether there's truth to any of it remains to be seen.
Oh.
For now, the detective leaves Julia in the company of an officer who keeps a watchful eye.
Oh.
It's like I'm in a bad dream, but I can't wake up.
I can't even begin to imagine. I'm sorry.
When I wake up tomorrow, my mom's to say, "Good morning, honey. Did you sleep?" I'm going to jail.
Why would you go to jail?
I can't find anywhere else.
That's not what happens.
While a search warrant is secured for the residence, Julia is taken to the police station and left in the care of 2 officers.
Wow, what a night. It's been busy. Sorry to kind of like add more to your plate. Why are you apologizing?
Guys, I really hate to say this, but the reason why they're wearing a Todoroki sweater is because Todoroki also has parental issues, so they probably sexually identify as Todoroki, which is why they transitioned from female to men. And I hate how I just realized that. Oh my God. This is peak levels of mental illness.
I don't know. Well, I get that a lot. I guess I just have a habit of doing it. Yeah.
Oh no, wait, did you hit the lady over there in Malibu earlier? That's where I was at. Somebody got hit by a car. Was it you? Okay. You apologized, so I figured I'd ask.
Oh, sorry, I did it. My bad. Wait, it was you? Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm the criminal here.
An officer then collects Julia's shoes, giving
And then I'll sneak it in. Yeah, I'm the bad guy. Please put a bullet in this bitch's head. Please, come on. Well, let's get a happy ending. Or make them walk in public in a mall and say, I'm a man, to every customer in there, and afterwards then they must hang themselves because, 41% chance they were going to do it anyways.
the teenager a pair of booties and a snack.
My mom loves these. I'm sorry, Anna.
But
I cannot understand the pain that must be caused for the person you spend your entire life ending up hating you because a anime community brainwashed them into being transgender. I cannot imagine the pain a parent must feel when someone that came out of your body, a product of you, hates you for something that you never did and then kills you. That is fucking nuts.
in the morning, Julia is still waiting for detectives to begin questioning. Officers assigned to Julia's care deliver breakfast and put on a popular anime called Death Note.
I can't. We did not. Oh my God. They think they're light Yagami. Hell no.
The show centers on a teenager with a supernatural notebook that allows its user to kill anyone whose name is written in it, as long as they know the person's face.
Knows the person's name. This channel has no credibility.
Finally, detectives bring Julia into the interrogation room, where the truth of what happened to Kelly and Matthew will soon come to light.
Here we go.
But first, they address something new they've learned about Julia.
Here we go.
I was informed that you like to go by Jasper. Is that accurate? Because I don't want to, Yeah. And what are your pronouns, if you don't mind me asking?
I usually go by he.
He? Okay.
God, we used to live our life like this, bro. Do you have a vagina? You're a girl. Do you have a dick? You're a boy. Holy Jesus. Are we noticing the past two people we saw get arrested were both chronic anime enjoyers, guys? Something ain't right.
Well, obviously it's been a couple of hours, so you've been with us, so I gotta
How about your pronouns are retard?
read you this thing, your rights first, and then we can go through everything with you and figure out what's going on.
In Florida, juveniles have the same Miranda rights as adults, and courts have ruled that a parent does not have to be present before police questioning. After reading the Miranda warnings, the 16-year-old agrees to answer questions. Very quickly, investigators learn that Kelly and Julia had an argument just one day before the murders took place.
Do you know what the argument is a reference?
It's Jasper. Another trans person killing someone with guns over being misgendered. How is this common? How is it this? I genuinely believe that if you were transgender, you should lose your access to guns. This is far too common, guys. This is way too much.
I think I wanted to go to like the party or something, and she didn't remind me about it, and I was mad at her for just going without me. I think something along those lines.
But you wanted to go out and have a good time too. It was like a birthday party?
I think so, something like that. I don't know.
So she comes home with him, and you wake up, and you guys get into a little bit of a disagreement. You're expressing your frustrations, rightfully so. You want to go to this party. And she's expressing her frustrations back. What is she saying back to you?
Just this back and forth of, I did tell you, no, you didn't. Yes.
So what came of that?
I think she took my iPod and my phone, but before she left again, she gave it back.
Is she gonna say that her mom misgendered me and that's why she did it?
So I'd be able to text her.
According to Julia, when the devices were confiscated, Kelly would put them in the lockbox in her bedroom.
So I looked in there to see if it's stolen any like electronics or anything, right? Because those are expensive.
Before they continue, Julia asked to use the restroom. They take the opportunity to collect the teenager's clothing for evidence, trading them for a jumpsuit. When questioning resumes, they press more about the ongoing disputes with Kelly.
Well, me and her would have a lot of arguments about things, especially over like me being trans. So she.
Oh my God. Holy fuck, she actually just killed her mom over being misgendered. Holy fuck, it's not even clickbait. This is pathetic. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Be like, okay, you're not a real boy and blah, 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 and all, you know, the whole spiel of transphobic stuff. Okay.
AKA being pro-reality. Also, my mom was transphobic, so she deserved it. Jesus.
She doesn't approve of your lifestyle she doesn't approve of that.
Would you say she was like trying to kind of meet me in the middle, but it wasn't really working all that well all the time. She would try to call me child instead of, because it's more like gender neutral rather than kind of meeting in the middle, I guess.
Kelly's Facebook page is filled with photos that suggest they once shared a close bond. In a video Kelly posted in February of 2020, affectionately captioned, "My Julia," the preteen proudly speaks in support of Kelly's business.
My name is Julia, and I want to tell you about... If you want to learn more, go to my mom's website.
But as the interrogation continues, it becomes clear the relationship between them had deeply fractured following Julia's decision to transition.
Is she misgendering you?
Yeah.
So when you guys are arguing, is she intentionally, calling you she, or not using the appropriate pronouns, or not referring to you as Jasper and referring to you as Julia?
And like...
These people think that if they call you words, that gives them the right to kill you. And that's where we're at in the world. And by the way, it's crazy. People will say this woman deserved it. I'm sorry, you don't get the right to kill someone because they say something that makes you upset. You don't get the right to assault someone because you say something that makes them upset. What a world we live in, guys. What a world we live in. Holy shit.
Actually kind of being like, this is going to be kind of vulgar, but she'd be like, oh, you have breasts and a vagina and blood and all that, all that.
All that bullshit, you mean her saying the truth? God, she was just really offensive when she was saying provable facts. Oh my God.
Kind of shoving it in my face, and I'd yell back, I know, you don't think I know that? Because obviously it's kind of painful, because she would always say that, oh, they're dumb and stupid like that. No, it's not real. Even if you get the surgeries, it's not real, and things like that.
Is that something you guys had discussed, getting surgeries and whatnot?
A lot, yeah. And she'd be like, oh, I don't want you to sew on a fake like that.
So her mom was beige and she got killed for telling the truth.
Months earlier, during the domestic dispute call, Kelly discussed this ongoing conflict with police.
Basically, the kids get into now, this whole trans, it's so bad. Yeah. And I'm totally against it. But I still was kind. I was like, if you want to think you're a boy, you can think that. But you're my daughter, you're Julia, and you're just not going to talk about it then. Like,
as for Matthew, Julia says they never discussed it. So this was never a point of contention between them.
Me and him didn't really talk a lot, is the thing. We're kind of peaceful, but
coexisting.
Coexisting, that's the word. We weren't friends, but we weren't necessarily enemies either. It's kind of just whatever.
He's just a couple years older than you, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, I didn't like it. I don't really support their relationships and things, so I think that's the only kind of tension that there was between us, because it would always be kind of awkward when it was just me and him in the house, because we wouldn't say to each other.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of I don't really want you here, and it was kind of obvious because I didn't support the relationship at all.
With potential motives uncovered, investigators still must work to unravel a tangled story filled with many contradictions, unanswered questions, and disturbing clues.
So circling back to the argument that you had today, she takes the iPod away and the phone. She ends up giving it back before she leaves. Where is she going? Or they, rather.
They went to go get a bed frame for her bed because she got tired of it being on the floor.
Julia claims Kelly and Matthew left together around 7 or 8 p.m., and shortly after is when the alleged intruder made his appearance.
So what do you hear next after that?
Well, I hide, and then I'm just sitting there hiding, and the dogs are barking, and then I hear the glass shatter and come in, so I knew that it's probably him coming in.
But hours earlier, an officer waiting with Julia made a crucial observation, raising the possibility that someone else may have broken the glass door.
What happened to your hand?
Oh, just an old scar.
Did you get into an accident or something?
One day I'd come home from doing whatever I was doing, and I forgot my key, and Mom wasn't home. So I just broke my window and got in.
You punched the window? Was there rocks or anything outside?
Not that I could find, but it's not like it's hurting or anything. It's just still recovering, I guess.
Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. This bitch is crazy.
According to police records, the glass from the backsliding door was found on top of Julia's bloody footprints, as well as Kelly's leg and Matthew's cell phone, meaning the glass had been shattered after the murders took.
And the worst thing is, if you identify as a female, you as a man can be allowed to stay in a female prison. And guess what happens to the female prisoners when men, identify as women to get into those prisons? That's how fucking nuts our world is, where we're considering, well, let's see where they want to stay first. It's scary. It's really scary, guys.
Place. Though the detectives are aware of this fact, they allow Julia to continue the story.
After a while, when he's walking around, I can hear him doing something, and then there's a lot of banging, and I hear wood cracking and stuff. I think he kicked down the door to my mom's room.
Julia says nearly an hour passed with the intruder in the house before Kelly and Matthew arrived home.
How did you know it was them walking through the door?
I don't know, I guess I just assumed, because I think I heard their voices, or I couldn't say, tell what they were saying, but it sounded like them, so I assumed it was them. And that's when I heard the loud, banging that I assumed was, gunshots or something, and yelling.
Who was yelling?
I think Matthew was yelling.
And what was he yelling?
I think it was something along the lines of, stop or something.
You heard gunshots before?
Yeah.
And did it sound like gunshots to you?
Yeah.
Okay. And how many gunshots do you think you heard?
5, 6-ish, maybe.
But once again, Julia shared something with the officer in the lobby that suggests the 16-year-old was much closer to the gunshots.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know what's up in my ears, kind of messing with me.
Oh, she didn't think they're going to pick up on that. That gun, and that's the gun, would have been loud as shit. And with no protection, You're goddamn right her ears would be hurting if she was shooting it right next to him. Man, bro, this is really like IRL Among Us, man. I love these videos. Get him, officer! Get him! Get him!
Did you hit in the ear or something lately?
Some things happened and some loud gunshots, so yeah, I think that's what's making this ring. Hopefully I don't have tinnitus now.
Yeah. How close were you to the gunshots?
I was in a different room, but it was still loud.
Yeah.
Must have been a pretty big gun then.
Not really. It was just.
Oh. Oh, brother man, you are fucked up.
Took the one that was in my mom's room.
Get him.
Got the unpaid shirt of it.
Hey, hit the emergency meeting. Yep, that's the bitch. Get him out. Pit of lava for your ass. Vacuum of space for your ass.
What kind of gun did your mom have?
I don't remember, but it was like a handgun, and on the standard of handguns, it was pretty small, like smaller than that one.
Okay.
Kelly's .38 special revolver was found in the backyard, just underneath Julia's bedroom window. Julia again explains that more than an hour passed before it felt safe enough to emerge from the bedroom.
When I actually came out, the first thing I saw was blood on the ground.
Outside your bedroom door?
Here we go.
Then what did you see next?
I looked to the left, and that's when I saw Matthew on the ground.
Did it look like he was breathing when you looked into the bathroom, Matt?
I think I could hear him faintly, his like gurgling.
Okay.
Despite signs that Matthew may have still been alive, Julia didn't call for an ambulance.
And I remember at some point I went in my mom's room and saw that the door had been like, it kind of looked like it had been like busted in. Again, I was checking to see if anything had been stolen, and I saw the lockbox where I assumed my mom kept most of my devices when she took them. And, you know, again, devices are expensive.
Such as?
Like my iPod or my phone that my dad had shut off.
And my anime figures of all of my favorite characters, like Light Yagami. Do you guys think that maybe I'm like, kind of like Light Yagami? I don't know. Like a guy who's really good at getting away with murder. I don't know. I just really like the show. Would you guys say that I'm like him? I don't know. I'm just asking for no particular reason. They never know what I'm doing. I want to hear them say it. I'll shoot my parent and her boyfriend, and then I'll take a potato chip and I'll eat it. Would you guys say that I'm like Todoroki-kun from My Hero? His parents were quite mean. If they died, would you say that they deserve it? I was just enacting justice. Theoretically, of course.
Okay, so you saw those in there, so they hadn't been stolen.
No, I can't laugh now. I gotta hold it in.
Are these your AirPods?
And that gun that your mom has, the one that was missing, have you ever touched that gun before?
That's what I used to get trained for my gun certificate.
With Julia's account conflicting with evidence found at the scene, investigators confront the teenager directly.
To be quite honest with you, we don't believe that this is how this happened, okay? All right. We've looked over this crime scene, and there's things in this crime scene that's not adding up with what you're saying, okay? Because I don't believe the story about someone coming into the house.
Oh.
We looked at your surveillance camera, okay? We don't see nobody coming through that back door. We see your parents coming home.
I killed her because she called me a f***ing girl. It's Sir. It's Sir.
Through the front door.
What a piece
We see
of
bloody
shit.
footprints inside the dining room area in front of the rear sliding glass door, underneath the glass.
Fold, bitch.
That blood should be
Fold.
on top of the glass.
Fold.
I'm asking you straight up, okay? Are you the reason why? Did you hurt your parents today, your mom and Matthew? And if you did, was there a reason why you had to do it?
I swear to God, if we about to hear they misgendered me, so I killed them, I'm about to lose so much faith in humanity right now.
Theoretically speaking, let's say what you're saying, that it was, theoretically speaking, let's say that it was me, right? What?
So Joshua, we're going to be honest with you. It's not really theoretical at this point. Everything he just stated to you is telling us that something happened that you're not telling us.
Julia tries to argue that there are blind spots on their security cameras, and an intruder could have simply avoided them. But the detective reminds Julia that an intruder would have had to know where those blind spots were ahead of time. something that is very unlikely in their experience.
Now, you was just about to say, what if it was you that did this?
I'm saying theoretically.
Okay.
Theoretically what?
What?
So theoretically, guys, let's say I was an electrical when those bodies were discovered. Theoretically, would you vote me off the ship?
You said that get it off your chest and whatever, but it's like that's not how that works. It's
Of course, it's not going to go away that quick. It's not. But you gives us a reason. Because other people are going to look at this interview, and they're going to want to know: is this a monster over here, or is this somebody who made a terrible mistake? Did you shoot your mom and Matthew today?
Well, you're basically saying that I did. So do you even need my answer?
While the remainder of Julia's interview was redacted, the detectives provided a detailed summary of the chilling confession that followed. Julia admitted to breaking into Kelly's bedroom while she was gone, obtaining the revolver and ammunition. The teenager then waited in the kitchen for Kelly and Matthew to arrive home, with a gun in one hand and a knife hidden in a pants pocket.
Holy fuck, they were dual wielding. This big monster.
When they walked through the front door at 10:34 p.m., Julia told them, "Welcome home." Julia confessed to shooting and killing Kelly before turning the gun on Matthew, who pleaded for the teen to stop. Julia then followed Matthew into the bathroom where he retreated, stabbing him multiple times after running out of ammunition.
Oh my God. Actually a legitimate monster.
Finally, Julia reloaded the revolver and shot Matthew one more time in the head, ultimately killing him. Julia then shattered the sliding glass door and tossed the gun outside near the bedroom window in an attempt to stage the crime scene as a break-in, and called 911 roughly 90 minutes later. Julia admitted to reaching a breaking point over Kelly's lack of support for the teen's transition and Julia's lack of support for Kelly's relationship with 22-year-old Matthew. According to court documents on August 6, 2024, Julia Egler was indicted on 2 counts of first-degree premeditated murder with a firearm and was held without bond. Julia Egler entered a written plea of not guilty, and the case is ongoing. A public statement released by the Florida State's Attorney's Office confirms that Julia will be prosecuted as an adult, adding that the teenager is not eligible to receive the death penalty by law.
Oh my fucking God, bro. Are you fucking kidding me? What a disgusting piece of shit. Holy fuck. I can't believe this wasn't clickbait. This might be one of the most harrowing stories I've ever seen in my entire life. To kill your own parents because they won't use your pronouns is insane, and it's I don't like. I know it's like oh guys, understand? Like it's funny to think about, but guys, this dude, this woman, just killed her fucking parents over some pronouns. What the fuck is going on anymore? Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy this content. Holy